Let us look at some few problems from the topic polynomials. So the first question says, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial f of x equal to x square minus 5x plus k such that alpha minus beta is equal to 1, find the value of k. Okay, so let us write down the polynomial given. So f of x equal to x square minus 5x plus k. Further, now since it is a quadratic polynomial, hence we know the relation between sum of its roots whereas product of its roots. If I compare this equation with the standard form of quadratic equation, I get the value of a as 1, value of b as minus 5 and value of c as k. Okay. So if alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation, I know alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, whereas alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Let us put the values. Minus b, so value of b is minus 5, so minus of minus 5 will be plus 5 divided by 1, whereas value of c is k divided by 1. So this becomes my value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. But I have to find the value of k. I know one more relation between the roots, and it is alpha minus beta is equal to 1. Okay, so now you are having three relations of the product, and from this you have to find the value of k. Since k is the value of alpha into beta, so you have to frame an equation in which alpha into beta should be present. Only then you can replace it back with the value k. Okay, so let us see how we can go about. What if I take square of this? What am I left with? If you take square of it, it will be alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta equal to 1. Okay. Now I know the value of alpha beta. I can put it back. But what about alpha square plus beta square? Do I know its value? No. But can I find its value? Yes. How? With the help of this relation, which says alpha plus beta is equal to 5. If I take square on both sides, it will be alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta equal to 25. Since I know the value alpha beta as k, so it will be alpha square plus beta square equal to 25 minus 2 alpha beta, which is equal to minus 2k. So this is the value of k I have got. I have to put that value in this equation. So instead of writing alpha square plus beta square, I will write it as 25 minus 2k, whereas value of alpha beta is k, so it will be minus 2k equal to 1, which gives me 25 minus 4k equal to 1. Shifting this 4k to other side and bringing this one to this side, it will be 25 minus 1 equal to 4k, which gives me 24 equal to 4k, and therefore value of k will be 24 by 4, which is nothing but 6. Okay, so what we have done, we had made use of the identity alpha minus beta bracket square, whereas alpha plus beta bracket square. Since you had three relation between the equations, you can make use of them and proceed further. Okay, similarly, one more example. It says, again one polynomial is given to you. Okay, so the polynomial given is f of x equal to kx square plus x plus 1, and it is said that alpha square plus beta square is equal to 24, and you have to find the value of k. So this is what the question is. One polynomial is given to you. then the relation between the square sum of the square of the roots is given and you have to find the value of k. Now let us move according to the same procedure. Comparing with the standard form, I get the value of a as k, value of b as +1, whereas value of c also as +1. Sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a, which gives me 1 by 1, hence 1 by k, whereas alpha into beta is c by a, which gives me 1 by k. Okay. Further, I know the relation between alpha square plus beta square. Okay. And I have to find the value of k. So what we can do? Taking this equation alpha plus beta equal to 1 by k and taking square on both sides, what I will get? Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta equal to 1 upon k square. Yes. Further, what is the value of alpha square plus beta square? It is 24 plus 2 into what is the value of alpha beta? It is 1 by k equal to 1 upon k square, right? Further simplifying, if I take k square as the LCM, so it will be 24 k square plus 2k equal to 1. Taking all the terms on one side, so it will be 24 k square plus 2k minus 1 equal to 0. So the next thing is you have to find the roots of k in such a way that their addition is 2. So 24 into minus 1 is minus 24. Roots of minus 24 such that their subtraction is 2. So 6 4s are 24. Since this is plus, so my bigger term will be plus, this will be minus. So 24 k square plus 6k minus 4k minus 1 equal to 0, which gives me, if I take 6k as common, so 4k plus 1 minus 1 in bracket 4k plus 1 equal to 0, which gives me 6k minus 1 in one bracket, 4k plus 1 in another bracket, giving the values of k as plus 1 by 6 or k equal to minus 1 by 4. So these are the two values of k which are possible for the given condition. Let us look at the next question, which says find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocals of the zeros of the polynomial f of x, which is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, and values of a and c are not equal to 0. So what does the question say? It says whatever are the zeros of this polynomial, you have to find another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocals of the zeros of this polynomial. So let us first write down what are the zeros of this polynomial. So the equation is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial, which gives me alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, whereas alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Now I have to frame another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocals of these two. It means the zeros of another polynomial will be 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So what will be the sum of these two polynomials? It will be 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, whereas what will be its product? The product will be 1 by alpha into 1 by beta. Now why are we finding the sum and products of the polynomial? Yes, because as we know that the second term or the coefficient of x is nothing but the value of the sum of the zeros, whereas the constant term is nothing but the product of the zeros. So if we find out these values, we can compare it with the standard form, and hence we can find the values of A, B and C. So let us simplify. 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta will give me alpha plus beta upon alpha beta, whereas this product will give me 1 upon alpha beta. Now, as I already know the values of alpha plus beta, whereas value of alpha beta, let us put it back. Alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a, whereas alpha into beta is c by a. A will get cancelled, so you are left with minus b by c, whereas the product will be 1 upon c by a. Taking its reciprocal, it will be a by c. Okay, so what you have got? You have got the sum of the zeros is minus b by a, whereas the product of the zeros is a by c. Now you have to write this in our standard form. So the quadratic equation which we want, whose zeros are reciprocals of f of x, are x square plus 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta into x plus alpha beta. Sorry, 1 upon alpha into 1 upon beta. Replacing it back, x square plus, what is the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta we got? It is minus b by a, x plus a by c. Okay, so simplifying, sorry, here it is c. Simplifying, we get it if we compare it with our standard form. We have got it in the form ax square plus bx plus c. So this is your quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocals of the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Okay, so this is how we have to solve the equation. Next question. The next question says, find the zeros of the polynomial f of x equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 16x plus 80 if its two zeros are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Now here the polynomial given is an cubic polynomial. Okay, so let us write down the polynomial first. Fine, in case of cubic polynomial, the three roots are alpha, beta and gamma. Now the condition says if two zeros are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Out of these three roots, two roots are equal to one another but opposite in sign. For example, if I take one root as 5, the another root will be minus 5. So what will be the addition of these two? 0. Okay, so if I take alpha and beta are those two roots which are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign, can I write the condition as alpha plus beta equal to 0? Why? Because these two are opposite in sign with equal magnitude. Hence I can also write alpha equal to minus beta. So these are the two conditions according to the question. Let us write down what are the sum and product for this cubic polynomial. For a cubic polynomial, the sum of the roots is given by minus b by a, whereas the product of the roots is given by d by a. Sorry, minus d by a. Okay, comparing this with the standard form, we get the value of a as 1, value of b as minus 5, value of c as minus 16, whereas value of d as 80. So this is the relation between the sum of the roots whereas product of the roots. The sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a, whereas the product of the roots is equal to minus d by a. Now as we know, alpha plus beta is equal to 0. So can I write it as 0 plus gamma equal to, what is minus b? Minus of minus 5, that is 5, divided by what is a? It is 1. Similarly here, alpha is equal to minus beta. Yes. So even beta is equal to minus alpha? Yes or no? So can I replace this beta with minus alpha into gamma equal to, what is the value of d? Value of d is plus 80 minus d, therefore minus 80 divided by 1. From this I can get the value of gamma, which is nothing but 5. Putting this value here, alpha into minus alpha is minus alpha square into 5 equal to minus 80, which gives me minus alpha square equal to minus 16. Minus minus will get cancelled, which gives me alpha is equal to plus or minus 4. Let us find out the three roots then. If alpha is equal to plus 4, what will be the value of beta? Beta is minus alpha, which will be minus 4, and gamma will remain as 5. And if alpha is equal to minus 4, what is the value of beta? It will be plus 4, and the value of gamma will remain as it is, which is 5. The next question says, find the zero of the polynomial f of x which is equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 2x plus 24 if it is given that the product of its two zeros is 12. Okay, so you have to find the zeros of this polynomial provided the product of two zeros is 12. Okay, so now since it is a cubic polynomial, so it will have three zeros. Let us write down the polynomial first. F of x is equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 2x plus 24. The three roots are alpha, beta and gamma. Comparing it with the standard form, I get the value of a as plus 1, b as minus 5, c as minus 2, whereas d as 24. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, whereas alpha, beta, gamma is equal to d by a. So these are the two relations, whereas the condition given is product of two zeros is 12. So you can consider any two zeros, either alpha, beta, beta gamma or alpha gamma. Let us assume I am considering alpha into beta is equal to 12. So this is the condition I am considering. So the third relation also, in which two products taken at a time, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to C by A. Okay, so wherever you know the values, let us put it back. Minus B by A, so minus of minus 5 by 1, which gives me just 5. Similarly, minus D by A, minus 24 by 1. Here I can put the value of alpha into beta as 12 and I can find the value of gamma, right? So putting alpha into beta as 12, gamma will be minus 24 by 12, which gives me the value of gamma has to be minus 2. Okay. Now putting this value of gamma as minus 2 in our sum of the products, let us see what equation we get. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 5. Therefore, alpha plus beta minus 2 equal to 5, which gives me alpha plus beta equal to plus 7. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have the value of alpha plus beta, and also I have one more relation, that is alpha beta, beta gamma, alpha gamma, which is equal to minus 2. So the question asked is, you have to find the values of alpha and alpha, beta and gamma. Gamma I have already found. Now I have to just find the values of alpha and beta. I have this one relation showing the sum of alpha beta, and also I have one relation showing the product of alpha beta. So Can I take square of this and let us see what we get. So taking square on both sides, I will be getting alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta equal to 49. Yes. Further, what we can do? Putting the value of alpha beta. So alpha square plus beta square plus 2 into 12, which gives me 49, and therefore alpha square plus beta square equal to 49 minus 24, which gives me 25. Okay. Further, what we can do? Yes. Similarly, let us take alpha minus beta bracket square. How can alpha minus beta bracket square could be written? Can I write it like this? Alpha square, or in terms of alpha plus beta bracket square minus 4 alpha beta. Yes, simplification of this would be alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta, and this is plus 2 alpha beta, and this is minus 4 alpha beta. So 1 plus 2 and this minus 2, I will be left with minus 2 alpha beta, so I can write it like this. Now why am I writing this? Because I know the value of alpha plus beta, also alpha beta, and I can find the value of alpha minus beta. Now alpha plus beta is 7, so square of 7 will be 49, minus 4 into value of alpha beta is 12. So 49 minus 48, which will give me 1. Now what is this value? This is value of alpha minus beta square, which is equal to 1. Taking square root on both sides, I will get alpha minus beta equal to plus or minus 1. Now I have got two equations in which one is sum of alpha beta given as plus 7, and in another the difference of alpha beta, which is either plus 1 or minus 1. Okay, so if I consider the first case in which I am taking alpha minus beta to be plus 1, simplifying, I will get the value of alpha as 3 and beta as 4, value of alpha as 3 and value of beta as 4. Whereas if I consider the condition alpha minus beta to be minus 1, on solving I will get the values of alpha as 4 and value of beta as 3. So as you can see, the three values which we have got, or the three roots for this cubic polynomial, are 3, 4 and minus 2. So interchangeably it can be 3, 4 minus 2 or 4, 3 minus 2. But in either case, these are the three roots for this equation.